Okay, guys, you are here live with Dave Jose, and I am coming here with my Make America Great hat and my trusty old garage shirt so that I can take you back to the nitty gritty. No shiny stuff, no fancy outfits, no lawyer talk, just plain, straight up, to the point knowledge for the people to learn to take their power back. Now, this series is called 5 minutes to Freedom. And today I'm going to talk about your rights and how they apply in the Declarations or Bill of Rights across the states. The first thing that I'm going to do is show you the Virginia Constitution because our forefathers were smart enough to create them in a way that you would be able to understand as a teaching tool how they apply in any republic. Okay, let's read Virginia Bill of Rights. Equality and rights of men, that all men are by nature equally free. Now, this is talking about every man, all men, and independent and have certain inherent rights, of which when they enter into a state of society, that's any state of society, guys, they cannot by any contract deprive or divest their posterity, their children, namely the enjoyment of life and liberty, with the means of acquiring and possessing property and pursuing and. Now, what we got to understand, guys, is that these are all rights you have everywhere. But it says pursuing and possessing property. Possessing property and pursuing and obtaining happiness and safety. So what I want you to understand, guys, is that no matter where you are in the nation, no matter who you are, you have these rights. And when you come together and create a social compact or contract, it is in no way possible for you to divest your children of the inalienable and inherent rights that were given to them by God. Let's look at the Virginia Preamble, a declaration of rights made by the good people, that's us, of Virginia in this case, in the exercise of their sovereign power. See, they have powers over the things that are their affairs, and they are sovereign over that. And when they create governments, they are also acting as a sovereign. When a government official or government officers create political subdivisions and things below them, they are actually sovereign over their personnel. So we have to understand the nature of how this works. But let me continue reading. Of their sovereign powers, which rights do pertain to them and their posterity as the basis and foundation of government. So understand here that they created the foundation of government, put seats and offices in place to be filled by people who will serve them, handle their affairs and business that they are not there to handle. So the people, as the sovereign, left the government officials in place to take care of their matters. Okay, guys, in conclusion, I want you to see in this first video that explains the power of the people, their relationship to government, and how the bills and declarations of rights count for all men across the nation. I want you to see that the people are the ones who put government in power to serve them and handle their affairs as substitutes and agents. Now, in every state, the people declare what their rights are, and then they go ahead and say, look, just because I didn't tell you of other rights doesn't mean that they are not reserved to me. Why is this important? The reason this is important is because if you understand this the way that it really works, the government our officials are there to serve you. And if they go and conflict with what it is that your wishes are, they're actually going against the power that created them. So this is not a situation where you're asking for someone to not trample your rights because they do have the power to and you need an exemption. This is your law where you created them to serve you and you are not bound by that law. They are. It's there to encompass them and make sure that they're restricted in trampling the rights of any people. Now, once again, you notice where it said that all men are created equal and are independent and free. You are independent of government. You are free, and that's why you have to do something wrong to harm someone before they can have jurisdiction to even come mess with you. So there you go. No matter what state the Bill of Rights is in, when you enter into any compact, they can never take away these rights. Learn it, love it, build the people, and be courageous.